Hey guys, welcome back. So today I decided to do a Valentine's Day kind of sultry, hopefully, makeup look. I'm thinking something with a wing, very smoky, not too smoky though, you know, nothing too over the top. I have done this look before, I'm not gonna lie, but I have some products that I want to try. I showed you guys that haul that I had in my last video. So there's a few other things that I would love to try, and then I figured, I watched Jacqueline's reveal of her new palette with Morphe, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot all about this palette. You get so many palettes and like you do so many reviews like in this business that you just kind of forget about like really good stuff. I've also been using Tati's palette like non-stop. I was like, oh, I want to use that again. I saw her mention it and I was like, I need to use that palette because I really do love this one. I know a ton of people have it, so you should probably be able to create this look at home. It should be pretty simple, and you can get it at Ulta if you don't have the palette because it is really good. That's what we're going to be doing today. So we're using this and then trying out some new products. Some are drugstore, some are high-end. Also doing a different technique with the face. Like I told you guys, ever since I did that Scott Barnes video, I've been super into doing things differently, and I'll just share that with you all today. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is going to be the only video for this week. I'm so sorry. I've just been very behind this week. I'm also going to try to have a vlog up this week, so be sure you're subscribed over there to have different content. I also have to film an Amazon video today. I purchased a ton of your Amazon recommendations, and there's like 20 items. That's going to take me like a week and a half to film because I'm going to show you guys me testing them out and letting you know what I think, like literally bringing you along with me. I cannot wait for that, but I have to film the intro part and like show you guys what these products are. Now I'm just rambling, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. If you guys are interested, then subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any videos, and hit that post notification bell to be sure you get the notification once a video drops. Do the same on the vlog channel too if you're interested, and we're gonna hop on into this video. So I love this shirt right here. I'm so obsessed with anything tiger, and it kind of works out for me because Clemson is tigers, Auburn is tigers. I can have any kind of tiger apparel and I'll be perfectly fine. So I don't know what it is. Like tiger stuff is like a trend right now, but I'm so loving it because I think it's really cute. Levi's also has really great oversized t-shirts that have tigers on them. So go check that out because I think this is like stupid expensive. Go get the Levi's one. To get started, I actually want to use this really quickly. I'm going to put it on my eyes. It's the Belief Moisturizing Eye Balm. I love this eye cream so much, and I actually have a little fridge over here that I finally started to use because I cleaned my room. And I know that might sound like an easy task, but this room was a disaster. It's been a disaster since we moved here, and I finally got like a ton of stuff out. I have a little bit more to go, but like my desk is clear minus what I'm using today, and it's just like I can breathe. I actually have a reflector. You know, it's crazy. But anyways, I put this fridge back up here that I got in PR. I have these little mini fridges all throughout my house. Normally I use them for mini beverages. I'm really obsessed with mini stuff if you guys haven't figured that out. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to put my primer water in there and my eye cream. And I decided to use my eye cream from there today because I just need a little pick-me-up. You know, I had a really hard workout this morning and I just need something to bring me back to life. I've already actually applied eye cream, but you know, I want more. This one is one of my absolute favorites, you guys. Also, while I'm looking at it in the monitor, I get a ton of questions where I got my Apple Watch band. I see you. I promise I actually addressed this on Instagram, but I got it on an Etsy seller page or whatever months ago, and they are no longer selling on there. Like their store closed, so don't know the tea on that, but that's why I have never linked it for you guys. I have linked one of my previous ones. It was from the same store, but they shut down. So let's start off with face first. Let's switch things up, shall we? I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna contour and highlight and do all that stuff before we move into everything. First thing we're gonna do is prime. I'm gonna be using just some primer water and the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I did see that they're coming out with a liquid silk canvas, and I cannot wait to try that bad boy. The setting spray I was telling you guys about, I'm almost out of this one. This is just a travel size Smashbox one, but the one that I was telling you I have in the mini fridge is a brand new Wet n Wild Photo Focus one that's coconut, and I just didn't want to open it yet because I have all these other ones I need to use up. So I tried out that Urban Decay All Nighter Primer. Oh my gosh, you guys, I think that broke me out bad. I think that's why my skin, like I'm just now recovering. So I used it for that video you guys saw, and I used it for a video before that didn't go live because it was just turning out to be a disaster last week. And so I used it Monday and Tuesday or Wednesday, and my skin was breaking out so bad. And I was like, what is going on? My skin never does this because I really don't get breakouts. I'm pretty sure that was it because I have not broken out ever since, like since I kind of recovered from that. I'm just using this Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer. This is a brand new one. Yeah, ever since I quit using that, my skin has cleared up, but oh, I will probably never use it again, to be honest with you, because I was breaking out here, all in my T-zone, everywhere that I put that primer. Be warned about that, you know. Nothing else is really different. Like, I mean, I had the foundation, but I really don't think it was that. I think it was the primer because that was weird. So I'm going to take this Tom Ford foundation and I'm going to go ahead and put these little hairs back. I'm going to go ahead and contour my face. This is a very pigmented product, very dark as well, but don't you get scared. I don't know what's wrong with me. Don't get scared because it'll all blend out. So I just put this everywhere, but I'm going to take this little Smashbox multitasking detail brush, taking that foundation, and we're going to contour this nose. So I just kind of do my same technique where I contour first and then go in with highlight, but I do it all before foundation still. Kind of like that Scott Barnes video. I just don't do all those steps, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll do concealer first and then contour, but now I apply my foundation a little bit differently, like with a stippling brush, and I love it. I'm going to quickly blend this out. I like using this MAC 130 brush. I think it's super easy to use. This foundation is really creamy, so it really honestly takes no time to blend. I kind of like swooping up here too. And then again, we're going to be taking this back. I bring this contour down pretty far. I washed my bangs today. I went and had a really hard workout. I was super sweaty, but I honestly did not have time to wash my hair completely. I just washed my bangs and I swear it looks like I went and washed my hair, which I didn't, which I really do need to do, but we'll do that, you know, a different time, different day, not today. I also did self-tan my face last night and my rosacea is just flaring up because of my hard workout today. It was so red, which is what normally happens. Like if I'm hot, my rosacea flares up in the heat and anything like that, you know, it's really normal. If I'm working out and I have a really hard workout, I'm red as a tomato in the gym and I'm sure people are concerned, like, are you okay? So now what I'm going to do is apply concealer. I want to mention this one because so far I've been liking it, but I need a lighter shade for my under eyes. It's the Dior Forever Skin Correct. Let me know if you guys have tried this because I think it's really great. The shade I have is 35N. I need to go down a shade, so we're going to be using the Givenchy Tint Couture Eyewear Concealer. No, Everwear. Everwear, not eyewear. I say eyewear every freaking time. I'm going to go ahead and apply this and speed it up just a bit because it's the same old, same old. I don't worry about blending my concealer out too much because I am going to go over it with foundation. Same with the contour. So I'm going to be using this Tarte stippling brush. I think I want to use the Chanel one that I have. We have this color, which is B50, which looks very dark. And then we also have B21. So this is the Ultra Wear All Day Comfort Flawless Finish Foundation. There is the packaging of it, really cute. I'm mixing the two shades, which is a little excessive. And I'm going to buff this all over the skin. A little bit goes a long way with this one. And since we do the concealer and bronzer before the foundation, I just find I don't use as much foundation. One of my favorites to actually put on my face right now is the Tarte Shape Tape over all of this. It just looks so good. But I just like to lightly buff it out. This is a full coverage foundation, obviously, so it just kind of takes a lot away, but that's okay. This foundation looks like it needs a sponge to kind of mesh it all together. So now I'm going to take my sponge and I'm just going to go over everything to make sure there's no brush strokes, no harsh lines, no excess product, anything like that. I'm going to add just a little bit more here on my cheeks with my sponge because I see a little bit of redness peeking through. So the darker one is definitely more of a pink undertone and then the other one is a nice kind of neutral. Not really worth it in my opinion. I mean, let me know if you have it and if you like it. I just don't think it's that great. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to very lightly go back in with that Tom Ford foundation and I'm just going to hit right in here because it gave me a bronzed look, but I just need a little bit more. I love this brush because it is precise enough to get right in there. So all I did is I just went in the hollows, a little bit on my forehead with that same foundation. That way I'm nice and bronzed, and then I just took my sponge and I dabbed over the edges just to be sure we were nice and blended. And now we're going to set it. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. Nothing new here. I just love it. It makes you look so flawless. So I'm just going to set my entire face because I am very oily all over this contour. Moving forward, I am going to use Kylie Cosmetics Tawny Miami to bronze up just a little bit more. And I'm going to take a nice fluffy brush because this is very pigmented. And we're just going to kind of stamp this on our cheeks. And we're not going to contour. This will be kind of everything in one for us since we did a lot of bronzing and contouring before. I'm also going to take this down. I'm just going to dust some on my cheekbones because I do like having bronzer on my cheekbones. Now I'm going to use a new blush. I've actually used one of these already. I used the shade Grand, which I think I'm going to use again today. So these are the new MAC Cosmetics Glow Play blushes. I think you can apply these before or after your powder or whatever you want to do because they have that bouncy texture, like they're like a cream, but they go over powder really well. So I just put it over powder because I'm not really into cream blushes. So I'm just going to use this little Morphe brush. I'm going to load it up and then I'm just going to pat it on my cheekbone, and it just adds such a pretty color and it doesn't look like you're wearing powder blush. Basically with blush, if you have rosacea, you cover up the rosacea and then put the blush back on because makeup. Alright, now for highlighter. I've been using a different highlighter brush and I love it. So it's by Flower Beauty. It just has such a good shape, so you can use it for concealer and whatever. It's actually called the concealer brush, I think, but it has a really nice shape to it and it's fluffy but not too fluffy. It's like kind of wispy at the ends. I really like this for highlighter. So I haven't tried this Pixie one and this Revlon Skin Lights highlighter, so I think I want to try the Revlon one first and see how that looks, and then we will move on to Pixie because Pixie looks nice. Again, this kind of looks busted because I got it from Ulta and they just sent me busted up stuff. This is the new Prismatic highlighter from Revlon. So this is what it looks like. It looks pretty. It's more of like a golden highlighter, and like I said, I'm going to use that Flower Beauty brush. Actually pretty nice. I feel like for Revlon, it gives like a really nice glow. Wow. I will say it doesn't give like a wet look to the skin. As of recently, those have been like my absolute favorite, but Revlon did a good job with this one. It looks really pretty. I am just going to top it with the NYX High Glass in Mood Glow. This is the illuminating powder. This is pretty. It makes your skin look really nice and wet. I'm just going to put this like right on the high points of that cheek. It's just so pretty. It is so pretty. I cannot tell you enough how pretty this is. It is so nice. Oh, I love this highlighter. I love it. I tried it off camera and I was like, wow. All right, last thing is I am going to take my blush brush that I use and I'm just going to tap it over my cheeks just to be sure we're nice and blended. This area is just looking kind of crazy because it's recovering from what I think is the Urban Decay primer that broke me out like crazy. We're going to go ahead and go into eyeshadow. I'm going to use Jacqueline's palette with Morphe. I don't know which one this is because I know she mentioned that they like changed the packaging multiple times. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this MAC 224 brush. I'm going to dive into this one right here. I love these kind of colors, especially in the summertime. They're just so pretty. I'm going to toss this into my crease. Kind of like a mustardy brown. It's really pretty. I honestly cannot wait to dabble into her new palette too. It looks so nice. Like at first when I saw it, I was like, it's pretty, but will I use it? And then I saw her swatches and it looks like when you see it row by row, it definitely looks more wearable than what I was expecting. So I can't wait to try it out. Let me know what you guys thought. I think I get more excited about YouTube collabs and like people coming out with their own brands than anything. Like I just love it. So this is really pretty. This is something I would literally stop right here and just go about my day in the summer. Now I'm gonna actually dive into this one right here. It's kind of like a red brown. It's really pretty. Using a MAC 217 brush. We're using pretty much all matte shades today minus the highlight because I like an all matte smoky look. I just think it's really pretty. And I'm going to put this in the outer V and work it about halfway in, drag it out a bit, and just really focus on blending this in the crease. So it's like windshield wiper motions, being very light with it too. The smoke is coming, don't worry. You just wait a second. I would not recommend you putting product right here on the outer edge. Oh, I just about did it. And trying to blend. I recommend being a little bit more on the lid. That way you have all the color kind of just deposited there. And then you're blending all over the rest of the eye very gradually. So it's not going to be anything too much on the outer part and too much on the lid. Does that make sense? focus it here and then blend any excess in and out, especially in this outer V. Sometimes this can get crazy, so just take your time with it, flick it out a little bit, and then you can also go back in with whatever concealer brush or sponge you used for your concealer and really clean that up as well. Taking this Pretty Vulgar duo, this is the Wing Master. I'm gonna go in with her black in this palette right here, and we're gonna do a winged eyeliner with this brush. So I'm going to go in, it's a little bit more difficult when you have lash extensions, but kind of start right here at the edge and then slowly take it out, angling it up just a bit, kind of like you would a regular liquid liner, and drag it up and over like that. Start lining that upper lash line, but get thinner the more you go in. Get that line nice and thin right up to those lashes. That actually turned out pretty decent, I have to say. I haven't done a wing in like, feels like 500 years. Sorry, I'm having to pull all my lash extensions down. It's just how it's gonna go right now. So again, we are going to start right here at the edge. Take this up and out. Yep, that looks about even. And then once you have that line out, go ahead and take your brush and swoop it in. This black is really nice, so it's fairly easy to work with, and you can just really get right in there. And then I am going to build it up one more time because we are going to blend this out. So I'm going to go one more time just to make sure this is really nice and black. If I didn't have lashes on right now, this would be so much easier. Now what we're going to do is blend that out. This is from the Huda Beauty, I think it's one of her palettes, but it's a duo brush. It's the Eye Smoke and Smudge. I'm taking the smaller side, and I'm going to go in with the brown in Jacqueline's palette that's right next to the black, and we're going to smudge this a little bit on the liner and a little bit above to smoke it out. So it's not like a perfect line, you know? We don't want that. So we're going to be a little bit on and a little bit above, and we're just very lightly blending this out just so we can really make it look smoky. Let's take it all the way to that inner corner and just keep going. I would not recommend adding more product. You just want to keep blending, keep blending. I'm also going to kind of drag it out just a little bit. We're getting a little crazy with the wing liner today, but that's okay. Just like that, just so it's a little bit more smoky. Same for this eye. I'm being so light-handed with this. I'm going to take a tiny bit of concealer, like just a little tiny smudge, and I'm going to use a flat brush like this MAC 252. I'm going to take some of it into the tops of the bristle, and I'm going to clean up underneath this lower lash line. And this concealer is great because you honestly, it's like you can't get too much, to be honest with you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take that same brush with the black, dab back into it, and we're going to put this literally right up here against our lower lash line. Nice and close. I'm telling you, if you want to nail wing liner, I think this is the brush for you. It's from Pretty Vulgar. I'll link it below. It's so good. And it's great for eyeshadow too. Like, it doesn't have to be just for like gels or whatever. But I'm going to extend it up to that wing so it's all like connected, and then we're gonna have to blend it out, but we're gonna use a lighter shade to blend the lower lash line because I don't want it to drag it down. I still want the look to just go up, but I want it to be smoky. And since this black does blend out really well, it doesn't take a lot of work or a darker eyeshadow really to make it blend. Like, I could have done it without this brown. I'm going to be using this shade right here, one of the lighter transition shades. Favorite pencil brush is the MAC 219 pencil brush. It's more rounded, it's not stiff, and it doesn't feel like it's pulling your freaking under eye off of your face. I'm going to lightly just start blending this. I'm going to go inner to outer corner, and we're going to just take it all the way back to that wing. I guess I didn't really realize how smoky I was going with this look. Otherwise, I would have definitely probably done my eyes first, but here we are. But we're making it. We're going to make it work. What I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to brush out my lashes, and we're going to do the brows. So I'm going to quickly do the brows and be right back. All right, now we're gonna go in with lip liner. I'm just gonna use this Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner. This is in the shade 110 Purely Nude. This is such a pretty lip liner. Great for every day. It's super creamy. You can wear it as a lipstick on its own. And then I'm actually going to go in, I'm gonna see what this looks like. This Vision Matte Lipstick from It Cosmetics. This reminds me of something, but I can't quite put my fingers on it. Maybe my grandma's lipstick back in like the day, I'm talking years ago. The smell of it is just like, you know. I'm going to take this MAC lipstick. This is in the shade Feeling Sentimental, and this is super light. If you just have a really pale lipstick, that'll work. Pop that in the center. And then I'm going to go in with this Hourglass lip gloss in Enchant. It's a really pretty kind of pink color. Last thing I'm going to do is add a final like dusting of powder. I'm going to use this MAC brush and my same Too Faced powder. And we're just going to make sure everything is set and dusted away before we move in with setting spray. The black shirt, I'm feeling like very like... Now I'm going to take the Urban Decay De-Slick. I have my Amazon fan and we're just going to spray. Really quickly, I just realized I didn't really put anything on my lid, so I am just going to take that same transition shade that we used to blend out the bottom of our lashes. I'm just going to dust this right in here and do like a quick windshield wiper motion. I don't know how I forgot that. Like, hi, welcome to makeup tutorials as a mom when you're trying to rush. I'm going to take my crease brush that I used and I'm just going to go in my crease and blend it. Now we curl our hair and we'll be done. Okay guys, so this is the completed makeup look. Something really sultry and sexy for Valentine's Day, so, or any day of the year, to be honest with you. You can wear it whenever. So let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!